Welcome ladies to our weekly Q&A. This is Kelly Nolan, women's health expert. Give me one moment just to get my camera working properly here. Well, I guess it is what it is. Anyway, thanks for joining me for my weekly Q&A on menopause. Thank you to all of you that submitted your questions. It's so awesome. I'm really happy to see that women are starting to participate. It makes it just a much greater process for everybody involved. Remember, this is a community. It's not just about me talking. I could talk all day about menopause, not only because I'm an expert, but because I've also gone through it myself. So this is about you, and these are your questions. And today's first question is, how do I prepare for menopause? How do you prepare for menopause? That's such a big question. Number one, just know that it is going to happen. You can't avoid it. That journey will come whether we want it or not. And sometimes women will say, I just went through menopause with no symptoms. And I'm thinking, how is that actually possible? That's not possible. I think what happens sometimes is they just don't recognize their own symptoms because maybe they think, well, I never had hot flashes. Well, hot flashes is not the only piece of it. It really isn't. There's so many other parts of it. Maybe they're struggling with weight gain. Maybe they have arthritis. So yes, how do you prepare for menopause? I think your best way, if you're not there yet, is to take inventory. And what I mean by that is take inventory of your lifestyle right now. Look at how you're eating. Are you exercising? Are you overweight? What is your pattern like? Do you have any structure to your day? Take inventory because, like it or not, menopause is going to happen. We can't avoid it. It is what it is. That journey is going to come. And there's many ways that you can prepare for it, but unfortunately, a lot of us just don't even know that, and we just kind of cross our fingers and hope for the best, and that's okay. However, it's not our best choice. So take inventory of where you are right now. Look at your lifestyle, look at things that you can improve. Maybe you can release 10 pounds of weight just by adjusting your diet. So there are so many ways to prepare for menopause, and I guess the bottom line is embrace your health, take it seriously. Take it seriously because once you go into your 50s and 60s, life changes, and unfortunately we just don't want to end up on medication, and we don't want to end up in disease state. And menopause is not a disease state. It's a journey that we do have to go through, but your best way to embrace that, like I said, is to take inventory and start to be prepared for it. Otherwise, if you don't change anything, nothing's going to change on its own. It's going to be a struggle, right? So number one question is how to prepare, and I'm suggesting that you take inventory today of where you are in your life and what you can start to change tomorrow that really wouldn't be difficult for you. The second question is, does weight affect my symptoms of menopause? Of course it does. Unfortunately, weight affects everything. Our health, our hormone balance, how we sleep at night, how our joints feel. Weight affects everything, and certainly it does affect our menopause symptoms because, believe it or not, your body can store hormones in fat. So you may assume that your estrogen is depleting itself, and it is obviously compared to what you had in your 20s or 30s, but you are by no means estrogen free. And if you are overweight, there is a possibility that your body could be storing hormones in body fat. So even if you weren't on a program yet of supplements to balance your hormones, one way to balance your hormones is to start to release that unwanted weight. And I know that's not easy. It goes back again to the first question of taking inventory and looking at some simple things that you could start to change tomorrow. Like just really easy things. Increase your water. Do your best to eliminate sugar. So anything that you do to positively benefit your weight is going to offset your hormone balance. So sometimes women will go on a weight loss program with me first, and then they may work towards testing their hormones. I think it's best to do it together, but everybody's journey is whatever journey they want. And definitely when they are able to release weight and line up their lifestyle and take inventory, then they are already balancing their hormones and probably lowering their cortisol level. let's face it, if you can give up sugar, you're going to positively affect your cortisol levels, which will positively affect your thyroid, your metabolism, your weight. You see how it works? It's just a series of different pieces of the puzzle of a domino that fits together for you to be able to improve your health. So does weight affect your symptoms? Of course it does. Because how you eat affects your symptoms. If you eat a lot of sugar, then that's going to affect your symptoms too. It's just really simple, right? So it's always about, what, like one of my clients says, 10 pounds, 10 pounds, 10 pounds. Don't look at that weight loss goal and feel overwhelmed. Just take 10 pounds at a time. Really easy peasy, right? And then the third question, of course, is, well, what can I take right now? Well, that is, again, a pretty loaded question. I don't want you to go to the health food store. I don't want you to randomly take anything right now for your hormones unless you really know where your chemistry is, and that's just the bottom line. What else can you take right now? Well, you can do the exterior supplements like the calcium, the vitamin D, some magnesium, perhaps some probiotics. Those are the kind of the toppers, the icing on the cake. But other than that, I would not randomly go into a health food store and buy anything, because you really don't know what you're in for. You don't know what the dosage is. I'm not saying you're going to waste your money, you may not, but you may not get anywhere near the results that you want, because it's either not the right product, it's not the right dosage, it's just not right for you because you don't know that chemistry. So why don't you start really simple by looking at those toppers, like the vitamins, the vitamin D, the probiotics, the magnesium, the calcium. Those are the toppers. Start with those first, and when you're ready, get your hormones tested, find out what your chemistry is, and then really go for the right program to really take you on that journey that you want, to transition back to that woman you want to be. You can do it. I've done it. I'm telling you, if you can embrace that journey for yourself, you're going to feel absolutely amazing. Your self-esteem is going to rock. So thanks for joining me today. I hope you will submit your questions either through email or post them. Please reach out. Let's support each other in a wonderful community. And don't forget, invite your friends. They're going to love it here too.